underway in Hungary. It's a wheel spin start for the two McLarens. Jasper struggling to get traction. RSE already alongside and ahead of Jasper into the braking zone. Jasper having to defend from the Alpine on the outside. It's 3 wide into turn 1. Kangaskhan on the inside. The Red Bull of Meyer looking to make a cheeky move up through, and he goes down. Amir is around, but RSE leads from Jasper, and the two McLarens switching positions already, and Kangaskhan already into the podium positions. Mastarius claims P4, and the two Red Bulls have had a disaster, and it's only lap 1 of this 35 lap race. The Haas is both up to P5 and 6. 5/10 separate the two McLarens. I think Jasper was hoping for a bit more traction on the start. RSC had a dream start, was able to make that move even before the braking zone, and Kangaskhan was able to gain P3 from potentially the Red Bulls tripping over other cars.
Are fighting their way through turns 11. They're going side by side. It's very dangerous. None of them wanting to give up. I'm riding on board with Liam, who's got a great view of this. The Ferrari just manages to get past the Haas. Maybe a little bit of contact there, but nothing game ending. Owen's going to get a great slipstream on Dino, though. Is he going to be able to make a move down into turn 1 and regain that place he was just fighting for? Well, I think he might just be a little bit too far back at the moment. But who's this? Where's Liam come from? Side by side with Owen. As we go into the CLRS, it's incredibly close. Liam manages to hold the inside, which becomes the outside. He goes a little bit wide over the track limits. Yeah, careful rejoin there. Manages to stay behind Owen, though, who's got DRS. And there's another car getting involved. Who's coming to say hello? It's MJQ. They're going almost 3 abreast down the retro crosser into Desquida Lalado. And it looks like Liam manages to stay ahead of...
Liam Markham will take the checkered flag, but don't get over yourself just yet. Meyer is looking for the final battle through turn 11 and through 12 onto the final DRS straight. The proper last overtaking opportunity. He gains in DRS. Delange does take another penalty, and it's the Honda Red Bull does not. Oh, he has a snap of oversteer. Manages to keep it going. Liam, you're almost there. Keep it going. Meyer is chasing though in the wing mirror. You look behind me, all you see is that Red Bull. But Liam Markham, a standout performance. He started very low on the grid, and now he will finish first, taking the victory in Australia. Well done, Liam. Absolutely phenomenal drive for all the drivers here at PCF1. Has all his prancing horses galloping at the trot as he now claims the RS, gains on Meyer, looks towards the outside. Meyer looking also towards the outside, backs out. Kangaskhan and Meyer wheel to wheel. Kangaskhan on the inside. They're both sacrificed on potential top speed, but no positions made or gained. But Meyer looking towards the inside. He ride a ball with Daigoro, and there's contact. Daigoro is out. He makes contact with Kangaskhan, and he is also around, and there goes down the drain Daigoro's hopes of claiming more points in this race. We saw the level of grip we had. We know there can be calamity and chaos here, and we saw he just got a little bit too zealous and unfortunately overstepped the mark on the brakes and on the power and sent himself around. Luckily for him, and he goes around again. Wow, that was
yeah, and Kicklin's lining up a move on Zik in the Mercedes. Zik pulling down to the left. He's going to be able to defend this into turn 1. Oh, it's going to be tight. That's going to be very tight. Was there contact there? May have been contact round. Kicklin's round. Oh, crash. Oh, big crash as the Aston Martin of Kicklin spins around, and it is a safety car as we have a crash between, and we have Mansu out of the race as well. Mansu spinning and crashing into the barriers. All kicked off on lap 11 of this race.
Let's have a look at this replay then. Let's see this all unfold. It's a move in through turn 1 and 2. We see the 27 car get the job done initially, then loses traction on the curb, then goes straight into the path of that Mercedes, I believe, and ends up causing a lot of damage. He's completely out of the race. Meanwhile, that Mercedes is going to have a lot of damage. Here's the replay again. You see the Mercedes car take to the outside. He gets the job done, the 27 Aston Martin, and just unfortunately loses it on traction. And that's it. That's the race over and done with. And it's going to be a bit of a pain for the garage, pit garage at Mercedes.
All to play for. We're about to get underway here in Barcelona. The lights come on. We got 5 lights on ahead of us here in Spain. The lights go out and we're underway, and it is a good start from Kangaskhan. Jasper looking to make a good start as well. Marcus already dropping positions. Edu tucks in behind the Williams. It's going almost 3 abreast, 4 abreast down towards someone. Going all the way into is Kangaskhan in the lead. Jasper looking to make that move on Nidu and does just fall back behind the Haas driver, who manages to keep P2. Going wide was Kangakunde there. Cass has had a good start. He's made up 2 positions already. The Mercedes of Jamie Clarkson looking to make a move. He's got Cass tucking in behind, and round goes Cass. That is the Alpine of Cass being tagged by Jeremy Clarkson, making contact on turn 4. It's not the first time, Cameron, we've seen a Mercedes make contact here.
Indeed, and look at the Mercedes, they are out for blood this evening. A brilliant Titanic opening, so a couple of corners there, but no less have they changed their track position. Still P4 and 5, and crucially, Jasper has not managed to get rid of Edu, and Edu is gunning for the win. Kangakunde already struggling early on with that grip around turn 3. That could be something to look out for, but Kangakunde now is comfortable, but unless Jasper dispatches of him, then we could see quite an interesting battle, as we are seeing between Markham and Amir, the junior Red Bull team outing the senior Red Bull team, and now Liam is in the points on those medium tyre compounds. We do predict a 2-stop from the top. Will it be a 2-stop from the bottom, as Bashi also tries to dispatch of Maya, but Maya just leads the way, almost makes contact with the right rear tyre of Maya, but it is still behind Maya. He is, but now the slipstream engages. Overtake also enabled on the run into turn 1. Who will come out on top? Will Bashi send it down the inside? He does send it down the inside, and Maya still regains a position through turn 2. Lucky to keep the car facing the right direction and not off tailing, but look at Bashi struggling in the dirty air, and that is ever so crucial. That's what makes overtaking so difficult around Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and that is what might make this evening a bit more of a challenge for Jasper. Look to the front of the pack, that's where the interesting battle is now. We got Undertaker looking to now take the lead from Liam Markham. He's got past Edu via unconventional means. He takes to the outside already, which will be the outside for turn 1, the inside for turn 2, and he already is ahead of Liam Markham. Liam Markham fights back in the braking zones. The last of the late breakers goes slightly wide, and it's Liam who still leads, and that's causing a bit of a trouble for Undertaker as he struggles for grip, and that allows Edu to take that opportunity and run away with it, and is up on the inside through Curva Grande and is back into second position. Still 3/10 behind Liam Markham as Amir headed into the pits. Nigoro and Jeremy Clarkson are also battling it out, heading into De La Rogia. He's got Delange ahead of them. It's Jeremy Clarkson on the inside. Nigoro having to go wide there, having to take the deeper line to keep enough room for Jeremy Clarkson, but gets past and maintains 10th. A very clean manoeuvre right there, but Undertaker now 2/10 behind Edu, but struggling for grip. That drops him back to just over half a second away from the top 2. Cass is also behind. Will he look to maybe get ahead of his teammate in the inter-team battle, or will he settle for 4th position as it is at the moment? It'd be great points for Alpine, who are currently 4th with their battle with McLaren. Edu now needs to get this move done on Liam Markham so he can put a car between him and the chasing Alpines. The Alpines loving this race so far. Cass up 5 positions, Undertaker down 1 from where he began, but it's a brilliant race from them, and they'll look to take down Edu, as Edu needs to severely get past Liam Markham, but that's going to be hampered, his efforts there, via that little struggle with grip on the exit of Parabolica. It's an easy corner with a dry, a slightly tumultuous one in the wet. Liam Markham takes the inside. There's overspeed here. Will the Alpine look to make it 3 wide? No, he backs out, but here's the battle between Edu and Liam Markham. Liam Markham just keeps ahead. They rub wheels, they make contact, nothing too severe. Liam Markham is derogated down into second, but he's still on the inside. For Curva Grande, he now backs out. Edu is once more the leader of this race. Liam Markham still up 12 position from where he started.
On the scene now. Undertaker on the scene to try and make a dive on Liam Markham. He thinks about it on the inside. Oh, and he catches the curb, which sends the front of the car up into the air as well. With that move by Edu would be crucial to get that car between him and Undertaker. Gives him clean air to pull away from Liam Markham, who at the moment, as far as we're concerned, is still in contention for a win here if he's pulling off some funky strategy without boxing under the safety car. As one of the only drivers not to do so. Undertaker goes a little bit wide through turn 7.
Sounds good, defensive.
Here we go, we're about to get underway in Melbourne. It's the safety car restart led by Nico and the Alpine. He's leaving it as late as he can. It's a very long straight down here. He doesn't have to go until he's ready. Yes, look at that. He's weaving and weaving, and he's gone. It's lights up, and away we go, times 2. It's Nico that leads from Myra and MJ Coupe then as we head down towards turn 1. It's Nico on the soft tyres. How's that going to help him? But he manages to get through quite nicely. Maya's not too far behind him though. Remember, no DRS for the first 2 laps, but there is slipstream, and it looks like a bit of an issue back further in the field.
Two cars.
Gone round.
Yeah, MJ Koo is around, and so is Marcus.
Oh, the leaders collide! The leaders collide. Nico's out of the race, and it's Maya who leads on on the medium compounds, it was just like we saw in Silverstone. It was a front left to rear right contact. Undertaker doing the overtake to go for the lead now. Oh, and Myers dropping further back. Has he got a problem? Has he got damage? It's Kangaskhan for second, Undertaker for leads at the moment, but the big news here, Nico out of this race after leading that safety car restart.
Kangaskhan now has the final part of the final sector of the final lap here on round 13. Unlucky for some, not so in Kangaskhan's case. The Frenchman has led a titanic championship campaign. He's had multiple different rivals, Merckx early on, and then it was Jasper, but no other driver has managed to take on the dominant Frenchman, and he will take the title in PCF1. He finishes P2. He came into this round with 7 podiums, leaves with 8, and it's Merckx who won the race on track. He drops down to 3rd. Merckx won the championship last season. Kangaskhan just missed out on the championship, but this time he nails it. Nails the target, and he is your season 13 PCF1 Invictus Racing League championship winner. Well done, Kangaskhan.
It is. This midfield battle is turning out to be one of the best battles we've seen of the season, and they're running out of time. We've got about 6 miles of racing to go to decide which constructor is going to be champion. And at the moment it's looking good for Williams. It's going to need a miracle for the McLaren to be able to take it. Tyne runs in P4, Kangaskhan runs in P5. Behind them, Edu, Adam and Cass. Not in that order because I've read it wrong, but it's looking close. And the Miz, we've got a fairly comfortable lead up there at the moment. We said it was medium tyres, it might be quite an interesting race tyre, but look at Tasper and Tyne going for it throughout that first chicane. Looks like Tyne's going to be under a little bit of threat here because Jasper, oh no, Tyne's got the DRS because Tyne was ahead of that detection zone all the way back at turn 15. So let's see who's going to take this. Who's that coming around the outside? That's Kangaskhan. Yeah, it's the Williams down the inside. It's tight. We know it's been a titanic battle between these two, and they're not giving each other as much room as they'd want to. It's getting personal between the two, but it's Kangaskhan up to P4, Jasper in P5.
Indeed, it's now Kangaskhan P4, Tyne P3. Bear in mind, Tyne has that penalty. RSD getting another penalty. He's out of this race completely. Jasper. And there is Amir, still 5.5 seconds as he heads on to the final lap of season 13, PCF1. The grand finale.
Down the inside.
The fastest lap. Jasper up down the inside. Look at these two forcing each other to use all the track and some more. Around the outside now tries Jasper, who was ahead of the DRS selection zone. Who knows? Will they all have DRS? It might be a DRS bonanza going down the main straight here. They open the rear wing. Edu's looking racy as well. And look at them all in a line, zigzagging across like they're playing Snake. And it's now going to be 3 wide, almost 4 wide into turn 1. It's Jasper down the inside. Kangaskhan goes for the dive, and around goes Tyne. Tyne is around. What will this do for the constructors? It still could be in Williams' favour. Williams is now betting on Kangaskhan to bring glory to the British phenomenal racing brand, and it's Kangaskhan down the inside around turn 4, 5 and 6. Now switches to the outside, forces him off track. It's Kangaskhan versus Jasper. Amir gets another 3-second time penalty. This is the battle. Look at Edu now coming in on the outside of McLaren. It's 3 wide going into the SS. The McLaren goes around, and that is the constructors over. Kangaskhan will take victorious and glory for Williams. That was a mistake from one of the drivers there. Edu looks to capitalise on that. Will come P3, but it's Amir that crosses the line. He will not, though, take the race win. 14 seconds is a gap he could not afford. And Excel Merckx, though, now comes across the line. I'm sorry, it's Amir that does take the win. I said I was bad at maths. It's a double win for Amir. 2 Red Bull Racing wins in the 2 final rounds. Kangaskhan drops to 6th. Tyne drops to 10th.
Liam
Markham up to P3. It's another podium for Liam Markham. What a race, was he? And it is glory for Williams.